Go live. Go live. Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Hello, hello, hello. Hey guys. Okay, for some reason, we don't know why we're not going live on LinkedIn, but that doesn't matter. I'll figure it out. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. I'm so happy to have you guys. We have Leo and Lio here. So I'm gonna before we jump in, I'm just gonna explain about who they are. If you guys are watching on a replay, do me a hashtag just style so I know who's watching and where you guys are tuning in from. It's always nice to see. So we have these amazing, gorgeous women, and I don't know if you guys were on last year. We had a live where we shared a bit on, what was great about styling. So the twins, they set up a company called Let's Dress You Up, which is a premium image consultancy and personal styling brand. So if you guys are looking for that, you guys have her here. It's a dynamic duo where they really blend, their knowledge on fashion, help you, get those tools required to present you the best version of yourself. And you guys know I'm all about being the best version of ourselves. I think it's so important. But most of all is to have fun through fashion. So ladies, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited to have you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. Hi,
Nice.
Olivia. Hi, everyone. Joining us from wherever you're joining us from. It's good to be with you tonight.
Yeah, so if you guys just want to explain a bit like what your background is, how you guys set it up. I don't know who wants to speak first. Whilst you guys do that, I'm going to tag you guys.
Well, there's a bit of telepathy, so we just kind of figure out. So we just... someone to speak. So as Olivia said, thank you for having us, Olivia. Myself, my name is Lola, and my sister Lio and I, we run an image consultancy and personal styling brand called Let's Dress You Up. So you can follow us, tag us on Instagram if you want to find a bit more about what we do. We also retail female fashion items, and we take a lot of inspiration for our range from Africa, specifically Nigeria, where we're from originally, and we'll hopefully get to talk to you a bit more about that. So that's us anyway.
Love it. And so how did you guys, because the styling, like it's very much, it's a hard industry at the same time, but it's also a very creative one. So how did you guys blend who you are and find your own tribe and what you're doing today? Because with everything being last year, it has been intense, but you guys, your styling, I mean, if you guys don't follow her on Instagram, don't follow them on Instagram, and I'll put the links below on each video, but their styling is impeccable. It's just stylish. So, how did you guys blend both of your worlds? How did that happen?
So I guess going back, our love for fashion and styling and all of that really does stem from our mother. We've got a very stylish mother. She's very much, she's always been stylish. And I guess that's where our first references for fashion has come from. And then we've just got, I guess it's innate. It kind of started very informally, styling friends and family, people asking for your opinion on stuff, asking you to go shopping with them. And it's kind of just blossomed over the years into a fully fledged business. We just love what we do. We love to see women just, present the best versions of themselves, whatever that may be for you. Authenticity is key to what we do. And it's quite interesting that although we're identical twins, for those who haven't figured that out yet, we've got very individual styles. So I think that's one of the unique things about our brand, actually, to have two people who are heavily vested in every individual client. And of course, there's a synergy there that just comes from having been together for 40 plus years, So it's just really a key strength for us as a brand, really.
Love that. And you guys, I know, have, as you guys have done more, I mean, you have done like a bit of bridal photo shoots, one-to-ones. This year, or is it last year, you guys launched your clothing line. Can we talk a bit about that?
Yes. Yeah, so I'll jump in. Clothing line, it was just I think it was something born out of the pandemic, really, which is quite interesting because obviously, you know, we've all been going through quite a difficult time. And I know the retail industry and the fashion industry has been on a kind of yo-yo journey over the last couple of years, especially, you know, with the demise of the high street as well, or high street as we know it. But I think there was a real opportunity there in the spirit of just giving back and, you know, wanting to see women kind of be able to put their own slant on the fashion pieces that we create. Obviously, as Lola said, a lot of inspiration comes from Nigeria, West Africa, which is where we're from. And particularly, I think for us as a brand, female empowerment is quite a big thing. And so our pieces are made with locally dyed tie and dye fabric, which is made in sort of the western region of Nigeria by women, you know, local indigenous women of that state or that region. It's really important to us that our pieces aren't just fashion pieces. They tell a story, and the story really is one about female empowerment and creating pieces by hand, creating things that people love to wear, that is comfortable, that is versatile. So I think that's kind of where that inspiration came from. A big part of our brand range and what really drives that is to be able to offer you pieces that you can make your own and that will stand the test of time. So not really fast fashion, but there will be elements of high fashion, but woven in a way where every woman, every type of woman, every size, shape, color, nationality, just name it, can really own a piece and make it their own. So there's some real storytelling and some real heart that's gone into creating these pieces. And our first collection was called the Vibe Collection. And the pieces in that collection, I mean, we come from a family of 4 girls and a boy. Were named after, you know, my mom, my twin had Lola. There's a Lola shirt, there's a Toulouse shirt, there's a Taiwo shirt, there's an Iyabo blouse. So it's kind of like a play on the names, but, you know, just to drive home the fact that these are the people that have inspired us on our journey, on our fashion journey.
Love it, because I was actually about to ask, like, where do the names come from? I gotta have some insights on this, because what you guys need to know is that I knew we actually connected. We've never seen each other face to face, but
no, we haven't yet.
Yes. Well, we were supposed to, but then you know, the amazing thing of going lockdown where we're still together. Well, we're still locked up, right? And so we connected online through somebody else's page, and then these amazing women invited me, and you guys can catch the live that we have on the Instagram page, or you can go to Olivia Igwe. I can put it in the links below, because we really dived in on how to wear like a head wrap, style it, and I was wanting to know, like, with what you guys are doing, and I love the fact that you touched on like not doing fast fashion pieces, because I believe pieces are something that you can reuse and use again and use however you want. Do you guys have some pieces that you guys have until today that you guys have just used forever?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have things going back like 10, 15 years. I actually try. I mean, my wardrobe is made up of two aspects. There are things that I know that I'm still going to be able to use 20 years from now, and I've really invested in those pieces for that very reason. And then there'll be the odd thing that is fast fashion, that is, you know, just wanting to wear something that's on trend at any particular time. And I tend not to invest a lot of money in those pieces for that very reason. But you've just got to be sensible. Aside from anything, you know, you want to get value for money as well. But also we all need to be, you know, a bit cautious about the environment and what we're doing in the fashion industry. So that's sort of how I approach things. And I tend to be honest, go for things that I know that I can get a good number of years out of, and even when I've grown tired of it, I can just pass it on to someone else to enjoy it.
Yeah, Layo, did you have some pieces you wanted to share?
Oh yeah. Oh, no. It was more the collection, but we'll get to it in or the last.
Yeah, no, I'd love you guys to share it. And also, maybe as we've been going through all these like tough times and the fact that we have to do lives from home or,
Yeah.
connect from home, you guys maybe as you're showing the collection, maybe have some tips for any women that are listening, how they can really, alter their wardrobe. Because I won't lie, I have been literally this jumper, the BU2 I've received because it's I will wear it. So whatever. I have a pair of leggings. If I could show you guys, I've been wearing leggings. Like I think it's my best friend because I'm like, why would I wear a pair of jeans when I could be comfortable in some outerwear? So yeah, if you guys can share a few tips on that, that would be amazing. And share the pieces.
Yeah, so comfort is like key, obviously, when you're home. That that's the number one priority. You want to be comfortable. So yes, think about. But in saying that, I think we've just got to think about how we do this again and be responsible. And obviously, leggings are a good way to go. 2 pieces, slacks, jogging bottoms, jogger sets. And what I would say, particularly, it depends on everyone's working from home, or most people are anyway. It depends on the sort of work you do. Some people still have to turn up pretty formal, although I think most employers are letting, are a bit, the top half, I have, I know that some people still have to turn up with a proper, a shirt and a formal shirt and things for work. But the most important thing I think that I've been trying to do is get pieces that I can use during the lockdown, but also post lockdown, because hopefully we're not going to be in this situation forever. So think about still investing in pieces that will serve you. So if you're getting sets and things like that, tops you can wear on its own, sweatshirts you can wear with jeans when we're out of lockdown and you might want to go out and be comfortable, go down the shops or go meet some friends. Yeah. One thing that I'm saying to people is this is a great opportunity to do a wardrobe detox, which is one of the services that we offer. But I mean, anyone can do it really. Just take a good stock of what you have in your wardrobe, bring everything out, do the whole culling kind of process, keep things you haven't worn in, generally speaking, and that's a whole session, but generally speaking, things you haven't worn and in the last 6 months and you didn't wear in the season before, you're probably not going to wear. And again, you can bag that up and gift it to someone personally, or you can gift it to a charity shop, although those are closed now. Just put it aside so when the shops reopen, or just recycle it. Think about more creative ways to use what you have, but do that detox. And the reason that I'm encouraging that in this season is because it will just help you to identify the gaps you've got in your wardrobe, and rather than talk about the sort of things you should be purchasing, I think lockdown is a great opportunity for people to do the detox on their wardrobe, and B, identify what they have missing. And this is a great opportunity and time to really fill the gaps in your wardrobe, because there are a lot of bargains to be had. There's a lot of sales. Retailers, obviously, it's a consumer's market at the moment. They're trying to compete for limited budget and funds, that spending power that consumers have. So they're being forced to drop their prices and be very competitive. So it's a great time to actually bag a bargain for loads of things that you might have missing in your wardrobe. And of course, it's also an opportunity to explore different types of fashions, because if normally you would go to work into an office and your disposable income for your styling or clothes would probably, you'd have to split that between formal wear and maybe more casual wear. Now's an opportunity really to just be a bit more adventurous, so think about that item. Even luxury goods, I know we're all being frugal at this time and it's important that we're sensible, but if you have managed not to buy things and you've put some money aside, now's a really great time to spend some of that buying that one luxury item you've had your eye on for however many years, because you've hopefully you haven't had to buy, you know, maybe clothes or new shoes, or, you know, you haven't had to really splurge out on the things you normally would, going out and meeting friends. So you might have that little bit extra cash in the back of your pocket that you can spend on some really lovely items, you know, some really quality stuff that is going to serve you for years and decades to come. So yeah, those are sort of some of the tips, and that's how I've been thinking about, you know, my purchases this lockdown. You know, I'm not just doing impulsive purchasing. I'm buying things that I need, that are either missing from my wardrobe, things that I've always wanted to try, but I haven't, you know, had the ability to. And also thinking about investing in pieces that are going to last me post lockdown, because we're going to come out of this, you know, eventually at some point.
And that's a great segue into what you guys are also offering, since it's something that you guys can keep on the long term. And I love it how you say, you know, really do a detox and a cleanse, because it's so important. I think it's something that we have to do every season, because there are some pieces that you're not going to keep. I mean, I don't know about you guys as stylists. Like, people think I have like a wardrobe of 1,000 pieces. I literally don't, because I've just been traveling so much. But I make sure that every piece that I use, I can reuse it. So when you with it, yes, it will still be like in a photo shoot, etc. But I've used it a different way and a different photography to capture it, or however I am. I mean, gosh, I don't even know if I can walk in high heels now, because with everything, can I walk anymore with it? I'll just wear like sandals, like Jesus.
My friend's been taking, she's been wearing her heels to take the trash out, because that's the furthest she goes, and she just wants to be sure that she still knows how to wear heels.
You know what? It's funny that you're saying that, because I reached out to an influencer on Instagram. She has a few followers. Well, like 100K of followers, same thing. And she's a shoeholic. Like, and she's like, I'm just gonna go, because she lives in France. She's like, I'm just gonna go with my I think it was like Isabelle Marant or something, but these like summery shoes to go to the supermarket. Like, girl, you owed it, because me, I'm just like, I look like a dustbin when I go out, because I'm like, I don't care. I'm in and out. That's it.
We're all guilty of that, really, you know.
We are. Like, the spending cap has been totally different now. It's it's more on our beauty, on our skin. I really invested in, a collagen drink that really helps, just smooth my skin, my energy drink that I always have. That I always take care of my body and my soul, because I'm like, clothes that can wait. But let's get into your pieces, ladies. Show me.
So I'm frozen. Well, I don't know if you can see me moving.
We can see you. Okay. We can see you moving and everything.
So some of the pieces that we created, please tell me if I'm in view, i.e. if you can see it.
Yeah.
If my camera is set up. So this is a silk, well, it's called tie and dye in Europe, but we call it locally adire blouse. Blouse, emphasis on blouse, not shirts. And I think one of the things that's really great about this one is it's so versatile. So it's a piece that you can wear formally, I've seen people wear it to the office. People have worn it with, suits, formal skirts, pencil skirts, maxi skirts. But it's also fun because you can wear it with, like jeans and denim, some high heels. And the blue was particularly very, very popular. This is the Tyro blouse, so it's actually named after me. So some of the features that you see is the ruffles, the introduction of chiffon. So really playing with textures. There's the pleating around the neck. That's a little bit Victorian. There's the cuff, which is also the print, so it's really fun. And this was retailed. We retailed this in our last collection in several colors, and just giving people the opportunity. Some people are maybe a bit modest and might want a full sleeve. Some might want a bit more fun and have a chiffon sleeve, and these are great for going from night to day as well. And then we also created, this is the Toulouse shirt, which is a cotton pattern. And there's a blue one called Lola, which is quite, it's interesting because blue is more of my color. So, you know, it stood to reason that it should be called the Tyro shirt, but for whatever reason, anyway, this is the Tulu. And again, it's just little fun things like the detail around the neck, the puff sleeves, the cuff, and just playing with color and just making fashion that bit more interesting for people. And, you know, further down the line, if you decided that, you know, you'd gotten enough wear out of this, it's something that can be converted into like a head wrap or something. So it's really thinking about how you wear these pieces. And again, I've worn this with like a black skirt. I've worn it with pink trousers. I've worn it with denim, you know, the other week, about 2 weeks ago, for a show, and it was really fun. So, I mean, those are some of the pieces that we created last year. So this year we're creating, again, emphasis on multifunctional pieces. So actually in our new collection, we'll have pieces you can wear 3 ways, 4 ways, you know, front to back to front, and just making it really fun and interesting for people. So again, it will be tie and dye. Again, it will be fabric that's produced, you know, locally dyed, because giving back is important to us. But it'll also be very fun and sexy and chic and all the things that we authentically like to see and like to wear ourselves. But you'll be able to put your own stamp on it. And I think that's the important message. And that will be launching for spring, summer next month. And we'll just continue to add amazing bits and pieces to it as we progress through into the summer.
Yeah, and I love what you guys, the pieces are so strong in itself that you could literally just walk with like a simple, like a bottom or a top or pair of, but the part that will really stand out is the top. And I think that's also, as women, you know, sometimes we don't like showing like our arms or, you know, our breast or our tummy. That can really just cover it up and just elevate us to, you know, not needing much makeup or much, you know, accessories.
Yeah.
But the important part is like, you know, close to your heart, because it just shows who you are. And I love it how you guys really were super thoughtful out of that, and also giving back, because I think that's, you know, what fashion should be. It should be something that you can keep on the long term, but you can still, you know, have and be proud of who you are, and also support each other. So I absolutely love that.
Yeah, I mean, the Tyro blouse particularly was so popular. And when we created it, I mean, when I was thinking about how I would wear it, I was thinking, oh, I'd probably wear this with denim, you know, but it was interesting that loads of people actually saw it more as a formal piece of clothing. And actually a lot of people, quite a few ladies wore it to business meetings, you know, to pitch. They wore it with pencil skirts and midi skirts. There's a show that goes out on a channel called TVC, which is a Nigerian TV channel, and a couple of the ladies wore it to host the show. So I mean, it really was just lovely that every single individual that bought it sent us photos, and they just put their own personality and stamp and wore it different ways. And that has really inspired our collection that's coming out next month, and really made us think about this is what the market wants, and this is what women want. They want versatile pieces, and we want things that will last, also that you'd be able to wear across seasons, because we live in obviously a country that's quite seasonal. You know, we've got the cold season, and then we've got winter and the warm season, summer and winter, and spring and autumn in between. All of that. So our pieces are versatile in style, but also versatile in the way you can wear it, and it allows you to enjoy it through the seasons. So we're really, really excited about it.
Yeah, I'm so excited, ladies, for this, because this is going to be so much fun. You know, even though it's like, it shows that, you know, you can create anything that you want with passion, with desire. And it's funny when you do things that you think don't really have much of a signification or something, that's when it works really well. Like even or things that I tell to people, or when I do keynote speeches, I'm like, I didn't think that was really amazing. And people are like, oh my goodness, I loved it. Or like the pieces that you have been wearing it and adding their own, it's their own story. Absolutely. So we're going to be wrapping up to oh, we've lost you, Lyle.
Yeah, sorry. My phone slipped, but now I've got movement again, which is great. So
The phone's like, I'm done, right? So we had an issue on posting it on LinkedIn, but what I'll do is once it's done, I'm gonna upload it to LinkedIn, because I know even a few of my friends were like, I want to be on it, but I can't. So I'll link it there. But if we, as we're wrapping up, ladies, do you want to finish up with something that you would love women to do? I'll also put your links so people can check you guys out. But is there something that you would like to empower women? Just a final sentence of both of you that you guys want to share?
Yeah, Laya, do you want to go first?
yeah, I'll go first. I think for me, one of the things that, you know, as part of this journey, and as we are all dealing with the fallout from the pandemic, I think one thing that's become much more important to me, and that I've become really intentional about, is collaboration and working, you know, with people and with other women particularly. So, you know, I'm really pleased and really grateful that, you know, one of the things that kind of came out of the pandemic is meeting you, Olivia, and that we've been able to do stuff together. And it's just really a note to encourage other women to just, you know, just step out, collaborate, work together. We are stronger together. That is really the message that I would like to leave with people.
And for me, I think I just want to say, love yourself. You know, no matter what state you're in currently, no matter how hard things may feel, how lonely you might feel, you're not alone. There's always someone you can reach out to. There are a lot of resources out there. You know, there are a lot of charities that are offering support to people who might need it at this time. And be hopeful and look to the future. Because, you know, there's going to be an end to this soon, hopefully. Not soon enough, but soon. You know, in the meantime, practice self-love, look after yourself, not just, and it's, you know, not just your external appearance, but like Olivia said, look after your internal self, your well-being and your soul, as well as your body, and everything else will fall into place.
Yeah, love it. Ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us, Olivia.
Yes, oh my goodness, I'm so happy for you guys. I can't wait to see you guys soon. Guys, go and check them out. Put the link once it's all finished. Go and support them. It's always great to support other women. I will do so too, because I know they talked about it. I'll be guilty. It just flew over my head. But nonetheless, I'll be authentic. But yeah, guys, continue to be in you. Be you, do you. The world does not dictate who you are, but you dictate the world. So massive hugs, guys. Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Thank you, Olivia. Thanks, everyone.
Ciao. Ciao, ciao.
Au revoir.
Bye.